Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Professor, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside?
Yes, I would, Kent.
I could get used to hearing that every day, but then we'd all be broke. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is great to have you back. Final show of the week. Thank God it's Friday. It's Saturday for me, but you know I get to have 2 Fridays, so I'm happy with that. How are you all tonight? We are indeed finishing out Launcher Palooza week. 3 launches in 1 week. They said it couldn't be done. No one said that, but maybe they advised against doing it. But it is what it is. People are there's books out there. CG books need launching, and I'm just the man for the job. Happy to do it. Jasper says I need Joker from Batman '89. That is a fantastic idea. Do you have a scene in mind? Like dancing through the museum, maybe? I think that's it. I think I have to add that to the next one. Good idea, Jasper. Welcome to the show. Let's just do what we always do. Start off the show by seeing who was first. And today it was B Rose. Gone are the days of Jeremy Burt's. I was always excited to see how quickly he would get in there. Well done, B Rose. Back on top. There you are. Number one in the house. Another upcoming launch in the works here. We also have Bullet Ninja Haggleman. There's Pops, Comic Stalker Pops Sunset. Mo said he's first. And then Jeremy congratulated Hal Mo Biggs. Hal, Lord Crackhead. We got Felix has the Link Master in the house. There's Jeremy Burtz. Don't want to miss him. Who else do I spy in here? I see Athaline. I see Skip Edwards. Still people calling first. I mean, all the way down. We got Statistical Zero. Yeah, there's a lot of Friday nights are they're tough. But we do what we do, and we have fun regardless. So I want to thank everyone who's come to hang out with us here tonight and see how the boys do with Ballad of Celestials. It will be a good time had by all, I'm sure. Oz Great Sage is here. We've got Compop with some lips. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out and saying a big old Hal CG. We got, did I say Oz Great Sage? I'll say it again. We got Colin. We got Dojo Coon. There's my wife hailing the chat. We got Stoneman. Who else do I spy? Sumo Thori. Don't even have to pay for it tonight, my friend. Welcome to the show. We got Maddie Fowler. Billy Jacobs just started. Didn't miss nothing at all. Exactly. We're about to get this party started. In 10 minutes or so, we will be launching the Ballad of Celestials. Is it the? It's just Ballad of the Celestials. Bit of a tongue twister there when you say it 3 times in a row. I see Edwin. Well, there's Derek. I see the boys in the back. I will be bringing them on in about 15 seconds. So get ready, fellas. Who else? Oh, there's Jasper. Always great to see Jasper. Star City Comics. Couple more. Eric Weathers is saying hello. Shadowhawk Backs. RP. Come on. I got one more in me. Scrolling, and there's Woodrow. Great one to end on. Actually, no, I'll give Don Chin a hello, and Gusto, and Dying Days of YouTube. How can I forget, man? That video did was so good. Just cover the kids' ears when you listen to it, everyone. Go check out Dying Days of YouTube's YouTube channel. It is great stuff. As I said yesterday, there will be no Joe this week. He's a busy man, too much to do. But we'll carry on. We'll carry on nonetheless. I apologize to everyone who I've missed. I'm dead to Kemosabe. That's a problem. That's a problem, fellow Aussie Kemosabe. We've got Anton Dennison in the house as well. Stat has to fly. Always great to have you in here. All right, let's bring these fellas on. Stop yapping, Bancroft. Hello, Murph. Hello, Dirk.
Hello. How's it going?
How you feeling?
Thanks for having us.
Well, how are you guys going? Because I know we're minutes away from launching this thing.
Oh man,
yeah, years of work. You said
it's
4 years of work.
Yes, 4 years
have gone leading up to this moment. So no pressure.
No, not at all.
It's a nervous anxiety like on Christmas when you're a little kid.
Yeah.
That's how it feels like.
Yep.
That's great. I can't wait to do it again. But I get to enjoy it all vicariously through all you guys who are launching on the channel. So lots of fun. Here we go. Ian Cooper. Yeah. Thank you to everyone who's popping in. Don Chin.
Ooh, nice.
Nervous in the service, says Kemosabe. If there weren't any nerves, that would mean you didn't care, and then we'd be worried. We got Critical Blast in the house. He says, awesome. Bancroft scored an interview with ZZ Top tonight.
That's right.
How you guys going? You guys thinking of going back on tour? My dad loves you guys, by the way. He always tried to get us into it. And I was like, I mean, some of the songs are good. I'll give him that.
That's right.
But it's a bit of dad music. I'm not going to, it is a little bit dad music. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Gotta love the blues. Though.
All right. You guys have a comic book. You guys have a comic book and a YouTube channel. We will touch on the YouTube channel later once we've already launched the thing. But to start off with, here is the sign up page. We do this just to I like to help people get a few more signups before we get to launch here. So I will put it in there. This link as well will actually go live once they press the button. So it is a good link nonetheless. Sign up and receive a secret tier link when we launch. Have you guys already sent an email, or will you be doing that afterwards?
We already sent an email this morning, but as people have been hopping on, I keep resending it to anyone who new signs up.
And is there any hint at what that secret tier might be?
We kind of want people to be surprised once they click through it.
That's up to you. That's up to you. I mean, it says it right there, secret tier. So it makes perfect sense. I don't want to twist your arm or anything. But man, it looks really great. Do you guys want to just give a quick rundown on both your jobs when it comes to the comic? Like, who's doing what on this thing?
So I'm the creator of the comic. I was actually writing novels for about 20 years, but I was probably never actually going to do it. It was more of something that I just love to do. And when I met Derek, we clicked. We were friends. Saw how good of an artist he was. Kind of told him some of the ideas and things that I had. He loved it. I saw his art. I was like, man, you're better than you think you are. And that's so I'm kind of the writer and creator. And then Derek, you want to go? Or you want me to tell him what you do?
Sure. Yeah, I made everything better. We'll just.
You're the one who works.
That's why I wanted to do it, because I knew you were gonna.
That's just a running joke. But anyway, no. Kevin was telling me that he wrote this book, and we were at a training one day, and we were doodling.
Bored.
We were bored to death in a training at work, and I drew Batman, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome!" So then we started talking about comic books, and
do we just become best friends?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And he just developed the story with me, and then we started storyboarding and making it happen. So,
and that, as I hear, it's been a long time in the works, and I totally understand that, because when you start this stuff, especially pre this big blow up of crowdfunding that's gone down on Indiegogo, especially, look, I have real passion to make my comic, but I couldn't dedicate massive amounts of time to it without any kind of hope of any sort of payback for that time. But
Mhm.
you know, so I totally understand how long these things can take. But hopefully, now this is the first ever you know, crowdfund for this book. It says first issue, which is always you know, positive. That means you guys are planning on making more. Hopefully
Yes.
this does well and you can continue doing what you do. I mean, I'm telling you, yeah, this when you guys asked to do the launch on the show, I checked it out and I was like, oh, of course, this looks really
Awesome.
good. I can't wait to see what you've done with the campaign.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, we have 50 people in here. I think that's a good sign that we might do it here. We might do
Alright.
it. Howie Lewis says, "Looking good, D Clay."
Yes.
I love doing these launch streams. I get all the fans of the creators in the chat here. Welcome to the show. Please consider subscribing and sharing it out and all that stuff. Please, anyone, just share out the link, because the more people we have in here, the better this party gets. So, yeah, great to see. Okay, Mo wants me to ask you if their secret tier is a blue light special.
God. Already.
What's that about?
This is from our channel. So we're talking about Kmart one day, and Kevin had no clue what a blue light special was. And so, you know, that's Kmart lore. And Kevin, I guess, never grew up with Kmart.
I mean,
we have Kmart here, but I don't know if it's the same in America. Do you want to enlighten me on what a blue light special is?
It's just, they had it was like a special on an item. And so they would run a special and they would put this blue light and it would beep in the store. And you would have to go to it only at the time that the blue light was flashing that you could get the, you know, the discount or whatever it was. And so we were talking about that in our chat one night. And lo and behold, Kevin it's going to forever haunt him for not knowing what that is.
No, I know.
I have an excuse.
Yes, you do.
I'm from Australia. We have Kmart. I don't remember ever seeing that. And when I was younger, I did used to enjoy a bit of Kmart. Shadowhawk says, project the trailer onto your forehead and I'll back twice. If only I could, Shadowhawk. I would. I really would. But and I could too. But I'm not going to do that. Fellas, is the campaign ready to launch?
I think we are ready to launch.
I don't want to hear words like think and maybe.
Okay.
I want to hear you say,
we're ready,
yes.
Man. We're ready.
It's ready. Ready to go.
Ready. Oh, yeah, it's ready.
We've got 57 people in here. Ask and you shall receive. People are sharing it out. It's great to see. Like the stream as well. It'll help with the algorithm and all that good stuff. Yeah. We're about to launch Ballad of the Celestials for the first time. Okay, you boys are ready? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Dang. I thought that was loud on my TV. Headphones, man.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. So
that was awesome, but it hasn't launched.
No, it hasn't launched. Give me a minute because
you told me you were ready.
I thought I was, but it asked me a question I wasn't prepared for.
This happens once every 10 launches.
And I'm really sorry. It's so stupid.
And I wait for it.
I'm almost there.
Right. You'll get made fun of in the chat.
I will, and it's okay.
It's good though. We got like 12 more email subscribers, so I gotta send out that secret tier to about 12 other people.
Yeah, that'll be good. So we'll be right there.
All right, Shadowhawks, you will get the secret tier is incoming. All I can do is ask and set up the countdown, guys. There in the chat. I can't make Indiegogo work any better. I'm refreshing. here. So as soon as the guy's getting it out, stumbling out of the gate. Well, I mean, we're 15 minutes in. We got 45 minutes to chill the hell out of this thing once we get going. If it's the state, spell out the whole state name. I have heard that as well. Yeah, John Malin said that too.
That's what it was.
Know what the issue is.
It was part of the FAQ, and then the FAQ. I was like, oh, you don't even think of those things. You know what I mean?
I totally do. Eric says, Micah's washed his hands of this. I do. Guys, I know it. All right. Every time. That's why I ask, like, are you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to go? And then, now, have you checked the state? Have you checked the FAQs? It will kind of kill the show. I think we might have to play it again. I think we might have to.
Yeah.
Jim Cox says he's back in number 2.
Oh, awesome.
Rock on, Jim.
There we go.
All right. The campaign's live. I'm playing that friggin' thing again. We need to restart the buzz in this.
Yeah, because
It's live. It's there. It is there, and we'll
do it live
already. Drew, aka Mr. E, how you going, buddy? He says, Captain Love, Chapter 3 is launching tonight as well.
Nice.
Excellent to hear. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, now it looks like Jim Cox was indeed back in number 2. I didn't know whether he was making a joke, but I think he did get it in just right after the thing launched. So we'll take that. He is number 2. Oz Great Sage back in number 5, already going up, which is what you like to see. Jeremy Burt, the title holder of most firsts in the Bogan Discord, back in number 6.
Nice.
Who else do I see here? Who else can I spy? Sumo Thori. Guess who's number 1 again, Bancroft?
Oh my gosh.
No gatekeeping me this week. Well, I will defer to you, Sumo. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for backing. And congratulations on number 1 again. That's 2 number 1s for Sumo. That's awesome. Pretty crazy. Dr. Salvador, number 7. I mean, as I said, I love seeing all these new faces in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight and being part of this party and for backing. That is awesome. Number 7. Mo Biggs back in number 8. And can I just say an extra big thank you? I know that this is Launchapalooza week. It's a strain on people's hip pockets.
Oh,
so everyone who's backing on the 3rd launch of Launchapalooza, an extra big hat tip to you guys. You guys rock. Howie Lewis just sent me $10. Thank you, Howie. That is very generous of you. Thank you very much.
Howie's
I will take it. Excellent. You'll be happy to know that these super chats are going towards the creation of more comic books. So please do subscribe, stick around, and we'll make beautiful art together, Howie Lewis. Dojo Kun says, Murph, send that link for the secret tier.
There you go.
Maybe get on that.
Nice.
People are hailing Sumo. Damn it, Sumo and Jim. Amanda B. What do they say? Brilliant gold, glorious gold, honorable silver, and disgraceful bronze. Well done, Amanda. Back in number 3 is I've never gotten a 3, so well done on that. Shadowhawk backs. Hal CG back in number 10. Got me 1. Biggs shakes fist. Got me. All right. Oh, the other Mo in the chat, Mo Fantasy, got him by 1.
Very cool. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Okay, we are caught up with the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, that means I can do a refresh here. And
Yes.
for everyone who's new to the channel, we got 64 people in here. The currency of the Late Night with Comics Get is the Australian dollar-y-doo. So please don't freak out. You are up to 336, a very reasonable $2,000 goal, already 18% funded with 11 backers.
Nice.
We need one more
Awesome.
Mo for a proper rebel yell. Yeah, can we get another Mo in the house? We got Mo Biggs and Mo Fantasy. But you can't just change your name to Mo. You got to actually be a Mo. You got to hang around and make it
Be a Mo.
Make it a real life thing. Of course, in that whole should be in that whole hubbub, I neglected to share the audio, which is a thing that I often do pretty much every time. I hear mouse clicking. I hope that's sending emails.
Yes.
It is. It is. Good. Mo money. We got Oliver in the house. Dojo Kun is lucky back at number 13. Hal Dojo Kun. Thank you so much, man. All right,
awesome.
Let's play this trail. Let's see what Ballad of Celestials is all about.
All right.
We'll take this down. And here we go.
Before the ancient flood, continents are connected, mankind is divided, and the Celestials are perched in wait. Because of this, an evil force arises to conquer the earth. Mare and his small group of warriors encounter this evil and are thrust into a crisis that will disrupt the fate of humanity.
There you go.
Very cool.
We had Amanda asking the question, who is that awesome music by, Derek?
That is by my band, Ugly Tongue. I got the t-shirt on right here.
Ugly Tongue. Hang on. Go full screen with that. I want to see this.
Go full screen.
I want to see the...
You see the frog? He's getting licked by a tongue.
How would you describe Ugly Tongue? What's your elevator pitch for Ugly Tongue?
So my band is, I'd say we're mostly rock, but we play a little bit of style of everything, mainly blues and rock. Probably dad's music by now, but well,
we're all dads. I saw that comment earlier, by the way, that I was saying something about my dad's music, and I hadn't even realized yet. No, I've since become a dad. Nearly 10 years ago. So yeah, that's what it is. We did get B Rose in the house for $1.99. Says here's contribution 12.
Thank you.
Three covers.
Thank you,
Best of luck, guys. B Rose changed his avatar again.
Awesome.
I didn't know about that. But, thank you for the super chat, nonetheless. What else do I see in here? Metal Movies and Brewskis.
Thank you.
Metal Movies and Brewskis. Metal as F. Back at number 14. They keep on
Nice.
coming. I love to see it. Hopefully they will
Thank
continue
you.
to keep on coming as we jump into this thing. Mo says, wearing your own band's t-shirt. I'm not going to refund, but it was close.
Hey, Mo,
And
I
Don,
was just happy. I got
that?
worried he wasn't going to be wearing pants and standing up. And I thought, I was
Oh,
like,
look.
oh, this is gonna.
he can go pantless. We've all done it.
That's right.
You guys are streamers. We've all done it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I had to wear my
as
own
long as it
band
doesn't stand
shirt.
up.
I had, this is
As
about
he
chilling,
remembers.
man, right?
Well, Don Chin approves. So,
There
oh God, El Padrino. I'm not a dad. I'm a daddy. Sit down, young man, please. That's
Oh man, Mac Daddy, right?
Okay, I'm seeing Bowles. Oh, Eric the Guapo's in the house.
Nice.
Hey.
Great to see. Great to see. All right. All righty. We're sitting there. Let me do a quick refresh in case we've got another more. Got and picked up another backer.
Wow.
26%
Nice.
funded. That is, if
That's
I do
awesome.
my Steiner math correctly, that I do believe that is
Steiner.
1/4 of the way funded. Everybody, yes, please do share the stream out, share the link out to the campaign, and let's get this thing cracking. Speaking of cracking, Mo Biggs, crack pack here out in the chat.
Yes.
Smoke and
Every
crack
day.
every day bow. Mo, I'm so happy you brought that up because it reminded me. I was watching a Shantan Jetty stream earlier as I worked, and Clark came in, and the stream ended. And if you ever caught a Shantan Jetty stream, you know he ends with the song by Viper. Mo had never, Clark had never heard that song before, and he was like, "What is this?" And I turn around, picture this, 4-year-old. He's like, "Ooh, singing about crack," and he's like, he's really vibing to it. I'm worried. I must admit. I mean, we know his mother is crack pack. I'm worried that my 4-year-old son is becoming crack pack. I mean,
it'll only get worse.
There. He was really getting down to Viper. So yeah, thank you for that, everyone.
Awesome. It's only going to get worse. That's truth.
I mean, crack is one of those family drugs, so I mean, it's
yeah. The family that smokes crack together stays together. That is true. I've heard that. Colin, back at number 17, looks good, guys. All right, well, let's just jump into it. Howie Lewis just bought it.
Nice.
Excellent. Brandon Doddston.
Yes,
Awesome
thanks,
to see all
Brandon.
these new faces in the chat.
Yeah.
Just bought
Thank
the
you.
3.
He's a coworker of mine.
Package.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
Man, you got
Thank
the
you.
whole. How many people work where you work? Is it like a couple of hundred? You can.
Mine, yes.
out
Yours, Derek, not right.
Yeah, mine's kind of small.
Come on, send it out to. Just
I know.
put it on
I
the
need to
group
get them on
email
there.
at work. I'm sure they'll love it. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let's scroll down. Let's get into this thing. So we've watched the trailer. Who wants to give a little bit of an elevator pitch about Ballad of Celestials? Because I know we heard a little bit about ancient evils or evils coming to conquer the earth. I hate it when that happens.
Yes,
But we got a bunch of heroes here to help stop them. So tell us a little bit about what this book is.
So this book is before the ancient flood. So the whole world is like Pangea. So we've got so many kingdoms, so many things are so much closer. It gives us a lot of leeway to make kingdoms that we want because it's before that. The technology is greater than what you'd think. As the book goes on, you'll kind of find out, what the pyramids were about, the Great Wall of China, what was going on, why so much mythology is close to each other. So that's what this book is about. Kind of our early history, what went down.
I'm liking what I'm hearing here. I love that stuff. I'm a big, I get into that. There was a phase where that's pretty much all I was listening to. Here we go. Anton Dennison, pre-Diluvian. All I was listening to on YouTube was ancient history. Yeah, pre-flood, around the flood, all that sort of stuff. Mo says, harness the crack energy in your pitch, guys. Draw it in. Give it that crack attack. Jennifer Grover. Always great to see Jennifer in the house. She says, hey, sweetheart, I'm really loaded right now. It is Friday. I think that's vodka night for Jennifer. It's always great to see Jennifer in the house. And thank you so much for the super chat. Robert Romano, Ancient Aliens meets the Hyborian Age.
Yeah.
Man, I've got this stuff in my comic. It's not so much out front and center, but it underpins everything. And I'm seeing a lot of people do the same because it just there's something about it. Something about this sort of stuff. So that's really great to hear. Yeah, so good. So we got a 30-page fantasy adventure set in the antediluvian. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, antediluvian era.
Antediluvian area.
Era.
We'll get maybe we'll get back to the characters towards the end of the show. Sure. We'll check out this. Is this the cover here?
This is the
one cover.
Yeah, the homage. So it's not the main cover. It's the homage. Right. Bancroft, do you know what it is? Do you know where Derek got his idea from this cover?
No.
Some people get it, but
I'm not a great comic book historian. My sort of mainstream comic career lasted from 92 to about 95 or 6, which doesn't seem like much now. But back in the day when you're 11 years old, I mean, that's a lifetime. That's your whole life.
Oh yeah.
What is that? What's it homage to?
So it's Cap versus Wolverine, and it's issue number. I have to look at the actual.
Yeah, it's a Captain America issue.
Do you have an image of it
number
you can
8.
share?
It's annual number 8 is what it was. So it was the Captain America
annual number 8. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm gonna put that in. I'll have a look at that. Captain America annual 8.
So I'm a big fan of Mike Zeck, and he has done some amazing covers.
Oh yeah.
So
I see that.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Let me share it here. There we go. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's terrible quality. Why'd I bring that one up? Hold on a sec.
That's all right.
There we go. Now I can make. Okay, yeah, I totally see it. See it. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right.
Very much an homage.
So that is the homage cover there.
Yes. So we have 3 covers. We have the team cover, and then we have
which is the norm.
Is that this one?
Yes, that's the
yes.
top.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
that
a
one.
standard cover.
Yep. And then we have a wraparound cover, which you'll see down at the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's the last
Right,
picture.
we'll get to that. Okay. Well, we'll get to that one. We'll just scroll through the campaign and have a look and see what we get here. So here are some of the interiors. Yep. And so this book, there's a lot of monsters in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not in this
some,
one. There's just one. I mean, I wouldn't consider this a
Just the
monster,
one.
but just like mythology, there's a reason for what's going on right now, and it's
there's
kind of a
plenty of
catalyst.
Monsters.
Yeah, but this is kind of a catalyst for the book. What changes for our heroes because of this? But yeah, there will be.
Mysterious. Are you doing the colors as well?
No.
Dirk?
Boy, I wish
Got
I
a
was.
colorist in?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dio Lima is.
No, you don't. You really don't. You really don't. Stick to
I know
the
it's
drawing,
tedious, man,
honestly.
but it's gorgeous. And
Yeah.
Dio Lima's done such a great job. He worked on the Companyman for Kemosabe, and he's done a lot of work. Like he's doing some work for Marvel and stuff like that. But he just
got
one of
a
the most
job
fantastic colors.
He just posted something for Image today, so he's
Yeah.
doing something for Image now too.
Yeah, we're afraid we might
Dale
lose him.
Holyfield. That's all. I mean, that's always the way. That's always the thing. I mean, you guys know Rob Arnold. His entire life he's spent in a state of worrying. You know, if he can hold on to any of his artists.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not coloring his book again. He can forget that. But yeah, no, this looks great. All looking really good there. So this it follows the story of this troop of heroes.
Yes.
Correct.
As they go through, I'm guessing they'll be battling that this guy. Oh, here you can see it right there.
Yeah, it's a little spoiler, but hey, it looks so badass.
I'm always say share your best art on the campaign page. You get one chance to make a first impression. Yeah. Jennifer Grover for $5. Michael, I love you. Not inappropriately, but I do love you. Thank you, Jennifer. I feel the love. I really do. I really do. Awesome. Mo says Rob has a better chance of holding on to his tears than holding on to an artist. There's zero chance.
I love it.
Says Jeremy. Metal Movie says that's why I like Conan, giant snakes, gorillas, snake realistic ancient beasts. The cool thing about the sort of dealing with these ancient peoples, myths, legends, cultures. There's so much cool stuff. There
is a lot.
You're right. I like what you said. How they, so much of it is so much more connected than it has any real right to be when you think about the distances and the time and all that sort of stuff. And that's what really sparks the imagination. Why did they all do things so similar? And I love that stuff.
The beast is really like a hybrid animal. It's made up of several different types of beasts. And you can see it's almost looking like a rhino. It looks like a dinosaur. In one panel, it kind of has a cat-like look to it.
Yeah.
And we were wanting to do that on purpose so you can show that it's not a natural beast. It's something that's been made. So, and that's
is this a real? Is this a real weapon? This thing? It looks like it's throwing.
Oh
like, a
yeah,
flaming
Yeah.
lantern.
yeah. That's
Yeah, it's a lantern.
that's-
Yeah. He's
Lanterns
whipping it
on
around on
chains.
chains. Yeah.
Have you guys ever gotten into like ancient weapons and ancient weird torture devices and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's a rabbit hole. You got like, man, we were pretty sick animals.
Yes.
You have to go
Yes.
back that long.
That's what happens when you don't have TV or YouTube. You just got to get entertained
You just sit
somehow.
around devising new ways of
Oh
more,
man.
intricate and crazy ways of inflicting pain and death onto others.
Yes.
Eric
Yeah.
Grant, back in number 21, can finally afford to start.
Nice. Thank you.
Great to hear, Eric
Thank
Grant.
you, Eric. Thank you.
I think Eric assured us on Twitter. Was that Eric? He was assured us he was part of the hashtag hat group.
Nice.
That we're all embedded with here. The campaign page is like a movie trailer. You have to spoil it a little bit. Money shots. I'm in the complete agreement.
Yeah.
So we have held
show
back
it
some
off.
of our better sheets though too. So
Yeah, there's still a lot to see.
yeah, there's still a lot.
You guys are in danger because it's a 30-page book. So
Mhm.
there's not, some people have freaking 100-page book. You could show
Yeah.
off 20 pages. It's not going to make that much of a difference.
Right.
Yeah.
But I get you guys are kind of walking a tightrope with 30 pages.
Yeah.
Mo Big says Lady B Rose used an ancient torture device on B Rose's rabbit hole.
Oh man, man. Whew.
Wow.
Atheline
Poor
says
B.
the
Rose.
Iron Lady, the guillotine, and the stretcher. See, I think they're like rookie devices. Atheline, Torv Alston is bringing the hardcore with the wedge, the bronze. When I think we were watching a TV show, there was a bronze bull in it. No, it wasn't a TV show. It was a movie set in ancient Greece, and I said that was a real thing.
Yeah.
And she was horrified. The
Yeah,
orifice
it's
expander. I'd not heard of that, but I don't think I really want to hear much more.
Yeah, terrible. we were
Judas
really trying to
Chant
come up
was
with
the
something
worst.
new.
I'll take Metal Movies and Brewski's word for
Yeah,
it.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
is. I'm kind of interested. Do you know what that
Thing
is?
about
I
bones.
don't want to know.
No, I don't really want to know.
No,
Not
we were
really.
trying to come up with a way to bring some different weapons in, because you always see swords and knives and axes, and we were like, what
Mm-hmm.
can we do to those to change them up? And you'll see a sword, but you're also going to see some different things. And the main weapon for our hero is called a hammer axe, and it looks like an anvil with an axe on it, kind of. So. And it's going to have some different things it can do as well. It's not just going to be that alone. So it's actually going to be able to come apart and things like that. So, yeah, we're trying to play with that. Have fun with it.
And I mean, I really do think.
Sumo wants me to Google orifice expander.
Oh no!
We're having another Feral
I
Bush
dare you.
story on my hands.
You'll never get the
What
images
were you going to
out of
say
your
there?
head.
Sorry. No,
Well, I
no.
mean, their technology was definitely way better than what we've been told. I mean, just there's so many structures. It's not like it's just one. It's like every culture has a structure. That's just ridiculous. There's so many of them out there. And it's like, they definitely could do stuff we can't.
Yeah.
It's very eye-opening. It's actually part of my sort of red pilling on a whole bunch of different topics. I kind of got red pilled somewhere between 2011 and 2013. And part of it was I came to realize that the science reporting that I'd follow a lot of, just to keep up on the latest cool scientific innovations. I want to find fun stuff. And I started to notice that they're just spreading a lot of BS. So I kind of looked into it, and then I realized, I came to learn that science is very divided. Fields don't talk to each other. The archaeologists don't talk to the anthropologists, who don't talk to the Egyptologists, who don't talk to the geologists, and no one talks to each other. So there's all this evidence that never gets put together into the same thing. And then this is how you end up in a situation where the current scientific consensus is that a bunch of hunter-gatherers who had to spend probably 12 hours of their day out either foraging or hunting just decided one day to build enormous megalithic, monolith structures, perfectly aligned to the stars of the day and all that sort of stuff. And not only did they do that, in their spare time, but they did it using symbology and all sorts of things in ways that were very similar to other quote unquote hunter gatherers on the other side of the world. And the only way you can accept that is if you realize, okay, so all you guys aren't talking to each other, and there's like massive holes in our understanding of history. So, but at the same time, when you learn that stuff, you're like, that's freaking awesome. I want to know what happened.
Yes. That's what drew us in. I mean, Kevin and I started looking into giants, and we started looking into
the city of giants.
Yeah.
It actually felt they found the gate. And
there's so much in that it's so intriguing, and several cultures have it.
Well, and even mythology.
Every culture talks about giants.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, maybe they're just talking about really tall people. Like maybe they're just talking about people who had, because back in the day, if you had that thing that say Andre the Giant had, I mean, you just grew until you grew too big and fell over and died.
Gigantism.
That's not, I don't think that's really what they're talking about. They're talking about actual people. And I don't know if you guys heard this. Obviously, I can't confirm it. It's just something I've heard on the internet, probably on a Joe Rogan podcast. Is that at one point some major I don't know, museum or something had collected hundreds of skeletons of giants that they dug up, and then they destroyed them all.
Yeah, it's which museum, Kevin? It's the main.
Yeah, it's the big one. The big boy.
Yeah, they pretty much hidden it. It's all pretty hidden. Even in Ohio, where we are, we have a lot of historical newspaper documents that will show people have dug up bones in their farms and stuff like that. They found, like holes in the ground where they would find, skeletons. It's crazy, man.
Well, and Bancroft, even here, like we have so much Native American history we're taught in school. We're never taught that they had cities and like they had like castle buildings. They didn't just live in teepees. You're not taught that. You're taught that they were like scavengers living in teepees, roaming around. Like they had primitive. Yeah, they weren't primitive at all. Just like the Aztecs.
Really,
it wasn't like they were doing these things.
All that sort of stuff. Yeah, South America is really interesting.
Yeah.
Rich Ayala, Roach Balls for $2. Roach Balls of the Celestials. That's part 2, everyone. Rich will be in on that. Putting his Roach Balls all over everything. I think we've got a couple of backers here. I don't want to miss them while we were gabbing about Nephilim and all right. So I think we got, did we get Stoneman? Got it? Number 22.
Nice,
yes, it was in my spam. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Stoneman in the house.
That's amazing.
I'm scrolling down. Okay, I don't want to miss anyone here because I do have a tendency. And if Jeremy's not in the chat, I'm hopeless. He's the one who always helps me out and keeps me honest. Okay, Crazy Mad back in number 23.
Thanks, Crazy Mad. Yeah, he's been with us a long time. Always on our YouTube.
Crazy Mad's awesome.
Yeah,
thank you, Crazy Mad.
And we can chat about your awesome. We'll chat about your YouTube in a second as well. Okay, Louis Filet.
Yes, that's true.
There is a Native American tribe that has the story of killing ancient giants in a cave. They claim to have the bones for display for years until the government took them. I believe it. I believe everything now. I believe everything. I believe all this stuff. Anything that's like covered up, I believe it first, and then I want to see evidence that's not true. That's how that comes from being 10 years of seeing this stuff go down.
Yeah, and like our book title, not only will we have giants and creatures and stuff, but we have celestials and what do they do and what impact they have. And they're not a gimmick. They're going to be right now. They're kind of in the background, as we say, they're perched waiting, but they're going to be fully fleshed out. There's things they do, things they can't do. And we think that
it sounds like you're not going to get half a book of exposition dump. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Good.
No, this is
I like it.
This is the first act of a 3 comics. So the first act full of action, some comedy, a little bit of, kind of understanding what things going, but full of action.
Is this the wraparound cover that you mentioned earlier?
Yes.
Excellent. There we go. Well, we've been sitting on it all this time. Let me go back up to the top. I will do a refresh. So you've jumped up from 16 backers to 23, 38% funded,
That's
779. We have 15 minutes left, guys. Please share this stream out. Get some more eyeballs on Ballad of Celestials, and maybe we can get this thing to halfway funded if we're lucky.
Yeah, it's amazing.
If you guys can hook it up. Okay, before we get to your YouTube channel, I did scroll past this. Do you want to give us a quick rundown on your guys here?
Yeah, so like we were saying with Pangea, so many of the cultures are close. Well, Mare, he left his hometown a long time ago being a warrior, and these are kind of people he's met in different kingdoms and different cultures. They kind of stayed with him because they like kind of what his goal, what his campaign is in life, what he's trying to do. So, Mare, he's their leader. He's courageous. He's always going to defend anyone in need. Zune's kind of his second in command. She's got a great battle instinct. She knows how to be patient in a battle instead of letting her feelings get over. Chiru, he's the heart of the group. Everyone loves him. He's kind of a swift army knife when it comes to different things, whether, comes to food or medicine. But he can also fight. He's quick on his feet. He's the only one that doesn't have a weapon. Adelburn there, he's the beast master, so he was well needed as they were hunting these beasts. But because of that, he's kind of a stubborn bastard at time. And in battle, he's coming to your face, brute force. His weapon is a beast's jawbone, as you see. So you get hit by that, you're done. And then our last one right down there is Saber. He's our archer. You always got to have an archer. That's what it seems like in anything. And,
that's
he's
Dojo
the tracker.
Kun's favorite.
Yeah, he's told us that. He's the tracker. He doesn't trust people, and that's kind of why his weapon's so far off, and skeptical, but still a member of the team. And, they work well together, even though sometimes, emotions don't work together. But in battle, great team. They know what they're doing.
It's cool. I like it how you've integrated their what they're wearing and the weapon, even the weapons that they use as sort of part of their personality, which is how you would imagine it would be, in real life. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
We did get another backer here.
Awesome.
Hold on a sec. Where is it? Why can't I find things when I'm looking for them? We've got Sam Rogers back in the chat too, which is great to see.
Nice.
There it was. Robert Romano, comicsgate.org.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much. Back in number 24.
Thank you,
Excellent. All right. Quickly, I wanted to chat about your guys' YouTube channel because you guys are out there doing that thing.
We've been listening.
We've
just listened to everybody when it comes to, the crowdfunding and everything. Like Derek kind of fell into Comicsgate. I knew of it. I knew of your boy Zach and EVS, but we didn't know there was a community. We were making this book and we were just going to go to comic conventions and try to sell it. We kind of fell into this community, and every time we've listened to everybody, it's worked. So that's, we never intended to have a YouTube. It's crazy thinking 4 years ago that we'd have it, and so much fun.
Yeah, I did the same. I did the same thing. It was like, all right, I've got a comic. If I want to get serious with it, at the time it was a web comic, so I was like, I do want to eventually print it. Well, what do I got to do? Okay, listen to Malin, listen to Ethan. Okay, build your channel, build your audience, and then when it came time to do it, I didn't think of doing streams or promoting other people and all that sort of stuff, but it just sort of happens once you start hanging around, and then you do it. And like you guys, you find out it works just by doing what others have said. Hey, you should probably do that. And
so I have to give a shout out to Rob, man, because Rob gave a lot of great information.
So many videos.
Yeah, I got a lot of good info from him. So you don't get that often.
Videos and the poor Rob and the document as well. That document is great, and it's so funny because it's right there. It's available for anyone to read at any time. People still don't.
Right.
People ignore it, or they gloss through it or whatever. And it's not as if this is some guy telling you, hey, do this, you have to do this. They're guidelines, but it's all trial and error.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's all just what we've sort of figured out, and we continue to figure it out. There was a time when he does.
No, well, I'm just saying he needs to tell people to put the FAQ in there and the state, so they can launch on time.
There was a time that everyone, right? That everyone was launching with $500 funding goals and stuff,
right?
And then we slowly started to realize, hey, it's actually better to do a sort of more 2,000 to 3,000. It gives you something to strive for in your first week. Some people, they're either fortunate enough or their book resonates with enough people that they can get it straight away. But most people, it's a good goal to have in their first week. You're always trying to find something that you can advertise and market your book on. And hey, let's get this thing funded is a great rallying cry to have in the in the initial phase of the campaign. And we just found that out through trial and error. So it's good stuff. What are you guys doing on your channel mostly? What happens over at Murph and Dirk duke it out?
We do have some things we like to focus on. I mean, we're getting better at shilling our stuff. There were episodes where we wouldn't even talk about our book. So we're always listening to the chat. There's been so many people that have helped us. But there's kind of things that we focus on. We both like music, Derek, in a band. We'll focus on mythology at times because of our book. Sometimes we'll just let the chat go and someone will come up on top. Like one week we were talking about video games because people wanted to talk about. The other week we were talking about sausage or bacon, and that was a whole episode. I think Crazy Mad came up with that.
What was the conclusion? What was the
bacon by far.
Yeah, bacon.
Sausage didn't have a chance.
Well,
bacon, I don't know if it's as popular in Australia as it is in the States, but man, it is good.
It is so good.
I have some bacon in the fridge right now. I should probably get on
man.
that. I mean, it's just been sitting there.
That's right. Bacon's really great at like 2 a.m.
I don't know if I could do that.
Other things we'll talk about is we do try to get people on to talk about their stuff and chill. We also like to go into character stuff. Like we'll talk about Superman and what people don't get about him or Cap. It's just,
We've been having Kimosabi come on about several weeks. And we'll get on there and we'll talk about, people who are characters who have been changed or, symbols that have been changed, why. And then he gets on and he's so great at
so much knowledge.
Chemo is like is good because you get 3 videos worth of content in just the one video.
That's exactly right.
And then you're just sitting there and like if you had long hair, it would just be blown back.
That's right. No, he's been fantastic. He's fun and he's been a big help to us.
Yeah.
And we just want to thank him so much. But beyond that, I've been trying to think of content for our video because that's the hard thing is what do you do differently like than you or somebody else? And, who's doing all this YouTube, doing all the shilling for the books and stuff.
That's the thing. Look, you can, people try and come up with what to do before they start their channel. And I always say, no, they jump out of the plane and put your parachute on the way down because you don't know what people are going to really vibe with you. Maybe they don't want to hear you talk about Superman. Maybe they want to hear you talk about other characters or your own thing or whatever. Like you just don't know until you do it. So
we started talking about plans.
You started talking about giants and I was going to say it turns out that people don't want to hear me talk about Star Trek. I found that out.
That was it. I like that episode though. I thought that was.
I love that.
When you were listing, I thought it was.
If you're into Star Trek, you probably like it. But we lose people and we fluctuate a lot. So when we hit certain subjects, you can tell there's just certain groups that we get for those subjects. But I'm okay with that because our content changes all the time. So we're going to shill somebody. And then the next week we're going to talk about characters. And then the next week we're going to talk about, just goofy stuff and mess around. And the next week we're going to talk about music. But
And we
all
wanna
those things interest us, and we have input. We're not just up there doing it. We're actually giving you something that we think and we love, and we're able to share that with everybody. So it's fun.
And our goal is to be positive. It's easy to bitch about so much of the SJW
yes.
stuff, and it's just there's already enough people out there doing that. So
yes,
we don't need
don't
to
hate, create. That's
right.
That's the motto of this channel as well. I'm going to actually look to do new videos sort of based on that as well. But, it's all about getting time to do it and everything. You guys know what it's like, especially when you've just launched a new book. So you guys are going out on the campaign trail now. What's the next show for you guys?
Well, tomorrow we're going to be on our show, and we're just going to go all day and see what happens.
That's what I like to hear.
Now it's just going to Twitter and messaging people, seeing what their schedule is, and just trying to hop on as many shows as I can.
Yep. Again, man, listen to what people say. Listen to what they've done. I did that. Shanth is doing that. Shanth and Jetty just passed $20,000 funded and
That's awesome.
300 backers because he's doing a regular show. He said, I'm campaigning, I'm making my book, I'm going to get out there and stream. Like it really can work for those of us who are building our audiences. We don't have an audience yet. It's a great way to build it. I encourage you really to do that, and I hope you get on a bunch of shows as well, because it is important to get out there in front of people who don't know you yet. Arrogant 8.
Yes, thanks.
Back in number 25. Right. Let's go, Murph and Dirk. It is still happening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to do, if people are up for it, we'll have a show after this if people want to come and join us.
Great. Yeah. So, I think it's great. I know it is a great idea. The after party. Go hang out at your own place, your way. Get you guys all together there, and just maybe you get a couple of backers, maybe you won't. Doesn't matter. You're celebrating the launch of the book. You guys have a lot to celebrate. You're 41%. That everyone can say that. And
try not to freak out on your show.
An hour.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Not trying to freak out. Like, man, that's way better than I thought we'd do tonight. So
you guys could be 50% funded, within very short order, which is a great place to be, because people like to back something that they know is going to happen, and no reason not to back this. I mean, the art really is top-notch stuff. I'm loving the sound of the story. We didn't get into the perks, but I'll just very quickly say, this is a book you can get. It's $15 for 30 pages. You can get a digital copy. There's 3 different covers, and you can get the bundle as well, which is the featured perk. Top-notch stuff, guys. Well done on the launch.
Thank you.
Mo says, and everybody, Mo says he will be there. So if you go hang out on their channel later, you get to hang out with Mo as well, which is another bonus.
Yeah, so we're all the art is done.
Thank you.
Except for coloring.
Thanks.
We have to get everything colored.
And we're about 25% colored.
Yeah, and then we have Eric Weathers that just joined the team, so he's going to help us get it lettered. And then we have printing. So that's where we're at. We're at the final stages of the book. We're not, still creating.
Yeah, you guys are giving yourself a pretty healthy buffer there. Judging off what you've just said, I mean, you should easily be able to make that delivery date.
And we did that because of paper shortage. We were like, I want to push that back further. I don't want to put it like in a month or 2.
I think that's a good idea. I did. I mean, I underestimated. Is it underestimated or overestimated? Doesn't matter. I misestimated so much when I did it. And I suggest to everyone, like, in terms of printing, triple it, maybe quadruple how long you think it's going to take. We just saw Kenneth Rocafort has had his file at the printers since October. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but that can happen. That's what, 4 months?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like really, we understand that can happen, but you guys know the drill. You're in the chat. You understand, we chat about this stuff all the time.
Yeah, we've learned from other people's mistakes too, so we don't make them. Honestly,
we're trying.
We're trying to,
You're still gonna probably do.
We've made mistakes. Yeah.
Eloise asked, "Did anyone hear a cat, or am I going crazy?" I heard
It's my cat.
Just
It's
thinking
my
about-
cat. I have my door closed, and she doesn't like it. She wants attention, and
About
sorry.
comic people and cats. Apparently Eric there's a printer delay too. Yeah, I haven't seen any delays in Australia, but
it's terrible.
Yeah, I definitely heard others say it. All right, well, everybody, after the show, if these guys launch up a stream, please make sure you subscribe to them so you can go over and hang out and keep the party going. Murph, Dirk, it's a pleasure to get you on the channel.
Thank you for having us.
It's been a blast chatting to you guys.
Thank you so much.
I love it when it's really natural. It is great. Your book looks great.
Thank you.
It looks like people are really taking a liking to it. So great stuff. And I'll see you out there on the campaign trail when you jump on other streams and stuff.
That's right.
So there you go. One more back away from 900. Mobig says, yeah, maybe it'll happen on your guys' streams soon. Enjoy it too, guys.
Thank you. Thank everyone.
Campaigning and
this is our first run. Great. So for people to trust us without showing any proof is just huge. That's just great.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people to thank too.
Yeah.
So
excellent. Well, I have some people to thank too.
Yeah.
Did you got something to say?
I was just going to say our stream is going to start in about 15 minutes after the show, just so we can get started.
So subscribe to the boys. The link to their channel is in the description. The thank you that I want to say is to all you guys out there in the chat, the most amazing, spectacular, incredible, and phenomenal, sexiest chat in all CG. Thank you guys so much. They said I shouldn't do it. We did it anyway. Because it's just so much fun to launch all these books. That is Launch a Palooza week.
Woo!
I think it was a resounding success. I want to thank everyone who took part. I want to thank double, especially triple, quadruple, everyone who backed this week. It has been crazy
thank you guys.
To see it. It's just proof that this whole thing works. We're really on the right track. The energy, the buzz, everything that's going on over here in this corner of YouTube and in comic books.
Comicsgate is real.
Really does. Man,
Comicsgate's legit.
Is it ever? So how to all of you guys, thank you so much. This is it for me for Late Night with Comicsgate. I will be back on the internet in a couple of hours for Camel Nights. Until then, I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next week. Peace out, guys. Bye.
See you.
Good night.
Bye.